What's something you stopped doing and your life got instantly better? Stopped trying to be liked by everyone. Turns out peace is way better than approval. Deleted all my social media besides this one in December. Best choice ever. Stopped explaining myself to people who already decided who I am. Arguing with strangers on the internet. Quit alcohol entirely 10 years ago. No more interrupted sleep after a night out or groggy brain the next day. Plus save money in the process. Overperforming in relationships that aren't balanced. Stopped letting myself get disrespected. Finally had enough and snapped one day. God, did that feel good? Using IG and life's 10x better now FR. Stopped taking humans seriously. My mental health improved a lot. I threw out all of my socks and committed to a single sock option from now on, black gold toe. I never have trouble finding a second sock. I stopped drinking. My face isn't so round anymore. Listening to sad music. I deleted social media over a year ago and haven't regretted it for 1 second. I don't argue with dumb people. I stopped involving myself with substance users who try to coerce and pressure people into their ways of living, and life improved dramatically. Stopped watching porn. It affects our brains in so many ways we never realize. It also made me and my partner closer and made our intimacy much stronger. I wasn't even a regular consumer of it, maybe a couple times a month, but not having it in my life is way better than having it. Stopped watching the news. Used to have the TV on and had the news on either local network or cable, so it was non-stop. Decided to quit cold turkey. I get alerts on my phone, but that's it. Ignorance is bliss in this regard. Saying yes to everything just to please others. Instead, if the answer that pops into my head the moment I hear a new request for my time energy isn't a hell, yes, then the answer is instantly no. Comparing myself to people online. Stopped talking to a friend. If you feel like it's taking your soul from you every time you hang out, or you feel like that person doesn't contribute to your life in a good way, not necessarily doing things worse but not good either, it's best to just cut ties slowly and move on. Even if you think and feel that you are the bad person because your friend didn't do anything wrong, you deserve to have in your life people that make it better, not just okay. Answering questions on Ask Reddit. Engaging with people who are so far gone that they were just leeching my happiness and energy and pretending I was the villain. Saying it out loud feels good and liberating. Quit Facebook. Been years since I took a pic of my lunch. I stopped caring about what other people think of me. I'm working on it, but my sense of self and how I view myself got better. Stopped giving money out to people who don't pay me back. Stopped trying to convince people who already made up their minds. Stopped gambling last year. Best decision of my life. Drinking. That goes without saying. Having an active social life, a few really good friends and family you spend quality time with on occasion is so much better than many people's keeping up appearances, get-togethers and other bullshit every week. I know people who will have a weekend of like a baptism, backyard barbecue, kids' b-day, swimming lessons, soccer, day trips to the country, you name it. The people involved are far from close friends with everyone. I attend the odd thing too, so I know them as well, and they sort of show up late to everything and leave early to catch the next thing. Hats off to them, I guess, but this would drive me nuts. The power of being selfish for the right reasons was something I regret learning later in life. I refuse to let petty social obligations run my life. Stopped working night and weekend shifts after 10 years and moved to a more affordable and sunny country. Going above and beyond what other people do for me. I mirror what other people put in the relationship and have really learned to appreciate the people in my life who genuinely care and stopped worrying about going an extra mile for people who wouldn't take a single step for me. During an argument, I just say, never mind, forget it. Stopped talking to toxic people and became more private. Ceased engaging in turn-based combat on Twitterx. Learned to let go of people who don't want to be a part of my life. Chasing external validation. Drinking. Alcohol is a cruel mistress. Deleted Instagram TikTok off my phone. Computer only. Stopped eating after 6. Stopped taking everything personally. Stopped forcing things to happen. Holding onto grudges. Felt burden or some shit lifted in my mind. Helped to make every day easier to go through. Less draining emotionally on dumbass grudges. 2 things. I stopped reacting and started responding. I stopped drinking alcohol. Boozing, it'll ruin your life. You'll get better. It'll convince you to do it all over again. You need Jesus, son. I stopped biting my nails and life got so much easier. Heb aufgehört Freundschaften zu kämpfen, ich meinen Wegelingeher, ist mein Leben ruhig, friedlich und erfolgreich geworden. Nicotine, pouches and vapes are safer than smoking. But it messes with your sleep big time. Dwelling on my siblings' indifference to my parents' health and their lack of support in my caregiving. Deleting social media with short-form content. I got hours back in each day and my life feels richer for it. Also sugar. It's insane how good your body can feel when it's not eating processed sugary crap. Drinking alcohol. 305 days sober. It wasn't instantly better. After the withdrawals passed, it has been an incredible improvement. Alcohol. Drugs. Smoking. Social media. Bar YT and Reddit. Believing in organized religion. The weight of not being condemned and chastised over every little thing is so relieving. Also, I get my Sundays back. Nice to have an actual 7-day week now. Definitely heroin. That was a damn good thing to do while it was what I did, but it didn't do me any favors, except make me feel incredible, honestly. What an interesting 15 years long phase. Been almost 10 years since I quit. Everything in my life is better now, as far as I can tell. That said, if there was a way for my life to remain as good as it is currently, and still do the heroin, I think it'd be pretty hard to convince me why I ought not still do it. But that's unlikely to ever happen. Over-explaining myself when saying no. I used to invent these elaborate excuses for why I couldn't attend an event or do a favor. People would just treat my excuse as an obstacle to bypass. Your car is in the shop? I can pick you up. Learning to just say a no thanks, or I won't be able to make it, and letting the silence hang there took away so much unnecessary anxiety. You don't owe anyone an itemized list of reasons for wanting to stay home. I stopped arguing with people who purposely disagree with whatever I say to make their point. I'll instantly start agreeing with everything they say no matter how screwed up and see how they react.